That's the instrumental of "Keep Your Head Up" by Tupac. You guys born in the '90s or into the '90s, you know that song. So, guys, welcome. It's your boy Giga coming from Chiang Mai, Thailand, with another live stream. Keeping it real. Um, it's a Thursday morning here in Chiang Mai. It's not really that sunny today, but it's a Thursday. Um, I'm feeling a little bit better, probably at about 80% batteries. It's a coolish day. I don't have to go to work. I still make money. I don't have a job. I get to do what I want. And life is good. It is fantastic. So with that said, thanks everyone for tuning in today. Good morning, Anusha. Hey, David, Thomas. How you guys going? Um, so in this live stream, we want to go over a little bit about the Bitcoin Cash update. Everyone's talking about it. The real truth about Bitcoin Connect. Okay. I want to try to keep this as what's the word, diplomatic as possible. You know, I just want to keep it. I just want to give you guys the facts on this. Okay. Um, and I just wish more people had just had more honest conversations with people. That's really all my goal with the Bitcoin Connect. And I've done a video on it, and I don't know how many views. It's well over 1,000. Could be a couple of thousand now. So look, I got some gigawatt news, and just a few other bits and pieces. So, hey Chanel, how you going? So I'm beaming from Facebook, and I'm beaming also to YouTube. So what I did was I did this silly kind of thing. You know, I do silly stuff every now and again. Um, and there's cats going all over the place. You can hear them. They're climbing the window. Wait, down! Shh! They're crazy, these little cats. They're probably about, I don't know, 3 months old now, 4 months old. Oh no, 3 months old, and they're just really, they're getting real. This one's a real cutie, this one. But yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy. They keep us busy, but they're good value, you know. So I just did this quickly. I just did this. I need to check. Okay, I haven't double checked. I haven't gone through. Who am I? Okay. I'm giving away some Litecoin. So 0.5 Litecoin. Just go to this link and answer it, and then you'll get the first person to answer the correct will win Litecoin. Put your wallet address. You just have to subscribe to my channel, and then you're gonna win. Okay. So don't comment on this actual Facebook post because you won't win. You have to go to the YouTube post. So anyway, let's get into it. So let's just start off with some good news first, right? With Gigawatt, okay, you guys, I'm heavily invested in this, and I even plugged this pretty hard before I was even an affiliate. Even before I even knew there was an affiliate program. My first video on it was about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. And then I didn't even know there was an affiliate program. So I just said, look, this is a really good idea. There is an affiliate program. You can sign up to this affiliate program, whether you sign up or you don't using my link. It's all sweet. You know, I just think it's an awesome project. Obviously, if I get 5% on your token. So, you know, if you think I'm a nice enough guy and you want to give me 5%, then do. If you don't, then it's all good too. I'll still talk to you on the street. If I see you in the street, I'll be coming up to you and go, "Hey, how's it going, Brian? You're the 5% guy that didn't give me the 5%, but how you doing anyway?" That's the sort of type of guy I am. Water for ducks back. Been in this space for a long time, and you get a lot of haters coming at you, and a lot of people putting you down, and you have to develop a thick skin. But also there's a lot of fantastic, awesome people out there in this space. They're the people that matter really the most. The haters, they just go away, find someone else to hate. 4 days to go in this thing. Okay, I want to say to this, I am heavily invested in this because I see Gigawatt as a scalable issue, a scalable mining program that you can just take it to the next level. All right. Now this, according to my numbers, at least 5 times more profitable than Genesis Mining. Now I have a big Genesis Mining account, right? But when I really looked into this, I'm like, damn, why would I, like I'm still going to build my Genesis Mining account, but whatever I put into this, I'm going to make 5 times ROI. So why wouldn't I? So basically how this works is you buy tokens. The machine that you buy, now you can buy your own machines or you can buy through their shopping cart. They're a little bit more expensive, maybe I think 5% or 8% more expensive, depending on the machine. But then again, they'll do everything for you, right? You don't have to order the machine. Oh, you have to order the machine through their site, but then they'll bring the machine once it comes from China. It'll go into a facility. They'll set it all up, and then you just plug you all in, get the whole thing up and running, and then you just get paid every day. So this is the benefit of something like Gigawatt, is that they're basically like Genesis Mining, but you're running your own machines and you're at least 5 times more profitable. Now, obviously, there's different machines, but depending on the return on investment on the machines, but the Dash miners seem to be at least about 4 to 6, depending on the difficulty. Let's just be conservative. 2 months in your ROI. You try to do that in Genesis Mining, you're probably looking at 8 months, maybe 9 months, right? So this is where the benefit comes in. Then again, if you go to the high-powered Dash machines, you're looking at 25 days ROI. So that is insanity, guys. That is insanity. You go to the Litecoin machines, they're probably about 80 plus, 85 plus ROI days. So after 85 days, you're in pure profit, and the machine runs until it dies. Usually they get about 2 years, 2.5 years out of it. Depends if you overclock it, whatever, right? But what you want to do is you want to make sure that you get your ROI back, and then it's just all pure profit. So this is the advantage of having Gigawatt, because you're using their facility at 3 or 3.3 cents per kilowatt. So basically it's just like, well, I'm buying the machine, you host it for me, but you need to have tokens. So this is what confused me at first. If you have a token, you got a machine, let's say that the kilowatt output is 1,000 watts. You need 1,000 tokens to match the kilowatt output, and then you get free rent for 50 years, and that's what the token is. Also, I mean, you can lease out your tokens. We don't know what that's going to be like when the leasing side of it comes available, but because there's limited tokens, right? Obviously the price of once all these tokens get sold out, which they didn't get sold out at the moment, but as the program, as they build these gigawatt pods, and they're building multiple gigawatt pods to house all these miners, you're miner in, right? These tokens will become more scarce, and then you can lend them out for maybe double, triple, whatever. Okay, I mean, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but I mean, you can do that because you can lease your tokens out and make more money on the token. So you make your return on investment just on the token leasing. But personally myself, I'm just stocking up on the tokens because I want to use the tokens to match the machine, so then I can run as many machines as I can. Now I can run up to 100 machines in this, maybe even more. So think about that scalability wise. Once you get one machine and you figure out the numbers, then you just compound. So you use the one machine to pump out cash every day, and then you go and buy your next machine. Then you got 2 machines, and then you buy your next, then 3, 4. The next minute you got 10, then you got 15, then you got 20. And then a year later, down the track, you might have 50 machines, right? And then you just keep on compounding until it gets 100 machines, right? This is what I'm thinking, right? Because I want the maximum. I want to be making the maximum amount. That's just how I roll. I just want to do the maximum. I don't want to make $100 a day. I've already done that. I don't want to make $200 a day. I've already done that. I don't want to make $1,000 a day. I've already done that. Okay. I want to make up like 10 grand a day. That's my goal. So this is what I feel I can do this with this mining space. So they got 4 days to go, which is they're opening the next batch. a release of tokens, and it gives you guys a missed out on the opportunity to buy more tokens. Now, in my opinion, I wouldn't buy any tokens. This is not for everyone. I wouldn't buy any tokens if you want, if you're not gonna do the mining, and that's just my personal opinion. There's no point buying tokens if you're not going to do the mining. I mean, you could lease out the tokens or flip the tokens. I don't know if you could even flip them on the exchange, but there's really no point. If you're going to mine the machine and get the machine, you're going to get the maximum benefit out of it. And you can buy machines that are going to give you ROI in a month or 2 months. Think about that. So, I mean, with this program, can easily do $1,000 a day. Obviously, it's going to require some investment, but it's totally 100% hands-free. It's basically like Genesis mining, but 5 times better. Okay, that is why I've invested a shitload of money into it. And I love it, absolutely love it. So, this is going to happen over the next 2 or 3 months because they need to get the machines. Only people with tokens can participate in this. The demand is so high. The machines are getting built now. They're going to come from China. And then once the batch is released, people are going to snap these machines up. Then they're progressively building these gigapods, which I showed you in the other. So basically, what it is, it's in high demand, but not many people really know what's going on at the moment. Until they figure it out, that it's limited. It could be too late. So anyway, so that's Gigawatt. I like Gigawatt. I've got this running. I'm going to have this, I've already purchased my tokens. I've got Genesis mining, which I'm continuing to build to $1,000 a day. I'm going to have Gigawatt, but I think with Gigawatt, I'm going to enjoy Gigawatt more because it's like my machine, right? But it's held in a secure facility and I'm getting most of the benefit, whereas Genesis mining, it's not as profitable. I mean, it's still profitable, but it's not as profitable because you could be earning 5 times more every day, but you're not because you're giving up a lot of money because you're buying hash power, whereas this is you're buying the actual machine. Okay, there's costs involved as well, but you're getting more bang for your buck because you're owning the machine. So both are excellent programs. Genesis is awesome. As you saw, people freaked out about Genesis, and it's all sweet. It's just technical issues, security issues. All this shit happens online. It's not a smooth road. I mean, these people come online. I can understand though where they're coming from because there's so many scams, and they think, oh my god, Anyway, let's move on. So that's Gigawatt. I'll post a link if you're interested. Again, don't buy it if you don't want to mine. I'm not here to plug people to get into it to buy the token so I can get my 5%. I don't give a shit about that. I don't need your 5%, okay? I just want you to see the benefit of it. If you can see the benefit of it, then do it. If you don't, or it's not out of your price range, then don't do it. So I'll post the link in a minute. So Bitcoin Cash, let's talk about that. Bitcoin Cash here's the problem now. Bitcoin Cash, it spiked. It went to like over $1,000, $1,100. But here's the problem. I mean, you can't sell it, right? Because Bittrex, I don't know. Last time I checked, last night, you can't get BCC in. Only the people that had BTC in already could buy it, or they already had BTC in Bittrex. Bittrex matched BTC to BCH or BCC. So you got one BTC. If you had one BTC in Bittrex, you got one BTC, and it equaled one BCH or one BCC. 1-for-1 match, right? So then you could flip it. But if you've got your Bitcoin Cash sitting outside, you can't import it. Well, last time I checked last night, I have to recheck it. You couldn't import it, so you couldn't sell it. All right, so this was the problem. It went to $1,100, nearly $1,200, I think. I wish I sold it, but I haven't got my BCC yet. Okay, so let's move on to why this next thing is. BCC, it's kind of complicated. There's issues with BCC. The coding's not right. Everything's getting screwed up. People are losing BCC. Bitcoin Cash, okay? Bitcoin Cash, not Bitcoin Connect. Bitcoin Cash, there's all sorts of issues right now because there's so many protocols running, blah, blah, blah. And even Trezor, they came out with a coin splitting tool, but they wanted to back up their servers, so then if there was an issue with the coin splitting, with the code of BCH or BCC, then they could, go switch back. But they just want to make sure that all their customers were protected, so they stopped the update of the firmware update and the coin splitting tool, meaning we're still waiting on the update on the firmware update, right? So then this can happen. So this has taken a lot longer than expected. I think over 30 hours now. So you can either find them on Twitter, go to Twitter and they'll update you, or go to hello, yep, I'm still good. Go to Twitter. If you've got a Trezor, go to Twitter or go to their blog, okay? They'll update you. And it's just a matter of plugging your Trezor in, updating, confirming your login, do the firmware update, taking it out, plugging it back in, and then as you plug it in, you'll see the options for the coin splitting. But that's really the issue at the moment with Trezor. There's so many issues with BCC at the moment. So let's talk about why this price is going up, and what the freaking hell is going on. Well, at the moment, you can't, and same with Bitfinex. You could if you had your BTC in Bitfinex, that would have matched it 100%. Because I had a little tiny bit in BTC in Bitfinex, just lying around, and they matched it. So I don't know. Maybe I should have just left my money in Bitfinex, because I would have already had my BCC now. But you just play safe, right? You don't know these things. You just play safe. That's a Bitcoin there. Ledger entries. I'm trying to find all these exchanges. Everyone's got a different setup. I'll tell you the worst ever exchange. It's Ether Delta. Oh my God, that thing is so terrible. Whoever created that thing was created by programmers. Ether Delta is the worst exchange. But it's got all the Ether tokens on it. So yeah, anyway, so what happened was I had a little tiny bit of BTC in Bitfinex, and they matched it straight away for Bitcoin Connect. Sorry, not Bitcoin Connect, sorry. Bitcoin Cash. But I obviously had to have that prior to the August the 1st, right? So what do you do now to get your Bitcoin Cash? Well, if you got a Trezor, you got to wait on that. If you got a Ledger, then I think you're fine with Ledger. I don't have a Ledger, but you need this. You can do it with this. However, this is the problem. There's always a problem. Right? Nothing's easy. You go to bitcoincash.org, which is the official Bitcoin Cash website. Right, now you need this tool. You need this. Now you can do it in Electrum Cash, but there is a video about it. But I tried doing it, but I think you had to have it. You had to have your BTC in there prior. So I don't know, but I know this one does it. But the problem is this is Bitcoin ABC, okay? Bitcoinabc.org, and I downloaded their wallet. Right, you download their wallet, but you have to download like the whole freaking node. You have to download a full node, right? So that's going to take a while. 5 years of synchronization. So I've still got 30. You can't see this because it's in another screen, but you download the wallet, like your wallets that you've downloaded before for maybe IOTA or what other wallets? Maybe Dash. I don't know. I didn't have the Dash wallet. There's a whole bunch of different wallets. It's just a desktop application, like Exodus kind of, right? And when you download their wallets here, this latest release, and you download this, then once it syncs up and it's like you have a full node, then you can then get your Bitcoin Cash. But I've still got to wait another 36 hours before I'm only 39.71% into this. So I'm still 1 year and 36 weeks behind. So that's going to take a while. So we'll see which one comes first. This wallet or Trezor. So the problem, what I think with Bitcoin Cash is it's still going up, 882. As soon as I get my Bitcoin Cash, I am probably going to watch this and then I'm going to sell it. It's free money. Like, I mean, it is free money. It isn't free money. It's kind of, technically it's not free money, but to the individual, it's free money. Okay, because whatever affects one will affect the other. But who cares? It's just like you're getting the money. So, so as soon as, but then again, I don't know if Bittrex will accept, has already opened up. Many of the exchanges haven't. They haven't opened up to import Bitcoin Cash. And then when that happens, guess what? The price is going to go down because everyone's going to sell, right? Everyone's going to sell their Bitcoin Cash. The price is going to plummet. So basically what's going to happen is once all these exchanges open up, start accepting it. So what you got to do, you got to try to get your Bitcoin Connect as fast as possible before everyone else does. And then as soon as it opens up on Bittrex or whatever exchange you're using, just sell it. Well, that's what I'm doing because it's going to go down. Think about this. Once all the exchanges, everyone's going to dump it, in my opinion. But then there's going to get people that are going to buy back up. So, but I mean, $800. Yeah, it's 900 now. Take it any day. I've got enough Bitcoin Connect Cash. I've got enough Bitcoin once I get my Bitcoin Connect to make more than I made in my day job, all right? Just from this conversion. 1 year's whole salary I'll get when I get my Bitcoin Connect, Bitcoin Cash, not Bitcoin Connect. So that's what I think is going to happen. We have to wait for the Trezor update. If you got a Trezor, we have to wait for either download the wallet and make sure it's synchronized, have a full node, and then, you know, that's going to take a freaking long time, maybe 3 days if you start now. Or the other option is to, that's the options I know. I tried importing some Bitcoin into Bittrex. It doesn't match. It has to be before. So if anyone else knows a way to get Bitcoin Cash after or the fork, let me know. All right? Comment below, please. Let me know. Other than Trezor and other than the Bitcoin Cash wallet, Bitcoin ABC wallet. Okay. Now have a look at this one here. It's okay. So these are the exchanges. So if these exchanges have already opened, well, I know Via BTC has already opened up, and I know, I mean, Bittrex and Via BTC and Bitfinex have already got. I don't know if Kraken's got it, but I know they've already got Bitconnect trading. But there's no point if you can't import your Bitconnect. I keep on saying Bitconnect. There's no point if you can't import. First of all, get your Bitcoin, which is the first problem, because it's still early days. There's problems with the coding and everything, right? So this may take maybe 2 or 3 days, 5 days, I don't know. But the first problem is, like I said, getting your Bitcoin Cash, Bitconnect, getting your Bitcoin Cash, and then importing it once they allow it, or Bittrex, in this case, allowing you to importing it. Then after that, selling it before every other mofo does the same, and before the price goes down, right? So that's what I'm saying. So they're the key things you have to think about. One, getting the Bitcoin Connect, splitting tool, splitting your Bittrex, BTC, getting your Bitcoin Cash. I keep on saying Bitcoin Connect. Getting your Bitcoin, that's I'm going to talk about next. Get your Bitcoin Cash. One is getting your Bitcoin Cash first, then getting it on an exchange to dump it if you want to dump it, which I'll be selling it. It's at $900. It's free money. I'll take it. I'm not greedy. I got enough of it. $900, right? Selling it and then thirdly, before everyone else does. All right, so they're probably the three things you got to solve immediately. Immediately. Sooner you solve it, that's right. If anyone knows, let me know right now. Comment. I'll do it because it's at 900. And once everyone figures that out, the price is going to go down. I guarantee you. Now, you got people in China that are pumping this thing, right? You got millions of, I don't know about millions, but you got a lot of people in China pumping this Bitcoin Cash, right? So it's a major, major pump. I don't know if it's going to be a dump, but just keep in mind as well, we here in the West, we think that the West is, the West is like everything happens here. All right? Trust me on this. China is massive, okay? I've been to China 5 times, and I used to do business in China for nearly 8 years, nearly a decade, okay? So 8 years, 8 years. I'm telling you, China is massive, right? And what goes on in China, you need to listen to what is happening in China, because China is a beast. It is economic beast, right? And Western countries still haven't figured that out. They don't give China enough respect because they're a beast, man. There's billions of people. There's over 1 billion people, and they're all, So anyway, don't underestimate. What I'm saying is, don't underestimate Bitcoin Cash. I see a lot of posts. It's just a pump and dump, blah blah blah. That's just naivety, because people don't understand about China. I mean, I've been there. I used to go there every couple of months. I know the culture. I know the people. It's so you got to respect what they're doing there. Again, also, it's just to getting an understanding that if it's a flop, it's a flop. But I mean, you have to look at it a conservative way. You can't just be like an arrogant idiot and say, "Oh, it's just nothing but a pump and dump." Dude, you got some serious players in China behind this. Think of it rationally from a business perspective. Anything can happen. No one ever thought that it'd get up to $1,100. It was $1,100 yesterday. They're all saying, "Oh, it's not going to get over $300." Right? So you guys better listen to what's happening instead of posting your stupid little comments on Facebook just to get some attention. It's number 3, 8 billion in market cap. So what does that tell you? It tells you that your stupid little Facebook memes, or you're carrying on like a little pork chop, is just showing your maturity and your age, right? You can understand that the shit's going down, right? And you can profit from it if you're not a little crybaby. So, let's move on. Okay, now I'm going to talk about Bitconnect. People are going to hate me about this, all right? People are going to hate me, you're going to hate me, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I'm not going to lose any sleep over your hate because you don't pay my bills, all right? So just understand that before I go any further. It gives me great pleasure in saying what I want to tell you right now, because I want to deliver this in a conservative way. But it's something that you know. And this guy, I give this guy review for Bitconnect I give him 11 out of 10 review. And this guy is in Bitconnect. Okay? He's in Bitconnect. And he done like a freaking, the best review I've ever seen. My review had a few nasty words in it because, I know it's just a outright SCAM. But anyway, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, okay? I'm not always right. So watch this guy. It's the best video. And he puts it out in just layman's terms, what is really going on in Bitconnect. And these people that are doing Bitconnect, not the actual people, not the affiliates. I'm not talking about the affiliates. I'm talking about the affiliates that are pumping this thing. They want to get paid. They're just greedy. I understand that. Okay, they're willing to bend the truth a bit just to make a buck. Okay, I get it. Okay, I wish they'd just be more honest. That's my beef with them. And when I made that video, and I think it's got thousands of views now, everyone attacked me. And all I was saying was have an honest conversation. So what does that tell you? It tells me that you're not willing to have an honest conversation because you want to collect the referral commissions of 7%, 3%, and 1%. Now this guy here, Sunny Decree, he's in a Bitcoin, he's a Bitconnect affiliate, making money from it. So what he outlines in this video is very, very, very important, what you need to understand about what is going on inside Bitconnect. And the owners of Bitconnect, I would say they are very crafty, they're very cunning and sinister and evil, right? That's my opinion, right? They understand the game and they know how to play it, and they know the numbers, and they're getting very, very rich on the back of stupid, naive affiliates. That's what is happening. Okay, you're gonna get your, whatever referrals, but the referral commissions on this program, where the money is at, is the referral commissions, right? That's why you got these little dreadlock brothers that are in Steam It and that are on YouTube plugging the hell out of Bitconnect, because they're getting on the referral commissions. The actual program itself compounding. You're an idiot if you lock up your money for 299 days. So what this guy talks about, he does the numbers, and how Bitconnect works is, what drives Bitconnect is what they call POS, or proof of stake. All right. So it basically means staking the coins, or there's a supply, I think, of 28 million. And when they have proof of stake, you can earn interest, or so you can get paid on your coins. There's other programs that do it, right? There's many other cryptocurrency that do proof of stake. So what you do is, when you lock up the supply, you make the rest of the remaining circulating supply, which have been either bought or sold or whatever. Now, right now, becomes less, right? And when you got less of something, first rule of economics, supply and demand. When you've got less of a supply, that supply becomes more valuable. So what they're doing is, you need to exchange your hard-earned Bitcoin, which is worth real money, for the useless BCC. But where the value of the BCC comes in is from you locking it up, right? So they're basically, what they're doing is they're pumping the coin. They're doing a long-term pump on the coin, and they're doing it through POS. So they're telling you got to lock it up for 299 days, and the rest of the stuff, which is just like, you get your interest, and then what the greedy ones are doing, the smart ones will pull their money up, because this is not going to last. I want to tell you in a minute why. And these are not it is my words, but then it's his words as well. If you're smart in this, right, this is what you'll do. Because I know how to play the game, okay? You'll refer as many people as you want, as you can. If you have an honest conversation, which you should, which most people aren't, right? 95% of the people promoting Bitconnect are not having an honest conversation, right? So you get all your money from your referrals, 7%, 3%, 1%, down the triangle, blah, blah, blah. That's where you're getting your money, and you withdraw that money. Don't freaking compound it, you idiots. You're going to lock it back up for 299 days. Now, the existing money that you're getting now from your interest, which is just digits, it's nothing, it's just digits. The initial lump sum that you locked up when you switched it and you said to them 299 days, okay? That is just your seed fund, okay? What you're getting extra is like, you're getting these numbers and you're thinking it's money. It's nothing. It's just it's just numbers. So then what they're doing is, and then they're compounding in effect, right? But the real power is locking it up. So what they're doing is they're pumping the coin, and after a while, with the price of Bitcoin, Bitconnect dropping, after a while, what's going to happen is the interest payments on the lending is not going to be able to meet the outgoings, all right, to pay everyone, and let me just play this. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if you can hear this. Okay, so what's he saying is, if you locked up $100, if you started with Bitconnect for $100 and you did it for 5 years, by the time you get to the 5-year mark, you will be earning $12 million a day, $1,262.97 per day from your initial $100. If you did it from initial investment, I think this is 1 year, 2 years. I'll have to replay it. There you go. So if you lock up $100 in your first year, you're going to get $2,633, right? If you lock it up. Then after your 3 years, if you do it for 3 years, if you put $100 and you lock it up for 3 years, you're going to get 1.8 million back. Now, if you have your initial $100 and you lock it up for 5 years, just keep on compounding. Initial investment, you'll get back $1,262,927,000 or $12 million a day, right? From initial $100, okay? Right? So you've got, what, how many people in Bitconnect? 50,000, 100,000 affiliates? Like, if they just did that one simple thing, if they believe in it so much, lock up your $100 and compound it for 5 years. You'll have $1.2 billion, and you'll make $12 million a day by the time of 5 years' time. All right, these are actual numbers, real numbers. Was what is happening at 0.9% per day, not 1%. All right, so as you can see, it's a clear Ponzi scheme. It's a clear, basically, you know, how like, I'm not saying you can't make money with Bitconnect, but the people that are coming in last are going to get screwed, right? Because there's no way, it's no way sustainable, even at 3 years, locking up $100 and you're going to get $1.8 million for 3 years. There's freaking no way. And then you got 50,000 affiliates doing that. There's no way. You need trillions of dollars, right? There's people that have dumped in $100,000 in this, right? So how do you succeed with Bitconnect? Well, I'll tell you. I'm not even in the program, and I can tell you how to make money with it. You refer like a mother, right? You get your 7, 3, and 1%. Those people are going to get burnt. Then you put as less of your money, which our little dreadlock buddies are, put less of your money in, keep making videos, you know, get more people, sucker them in, put very minimal of your amount of your money, put in just $100 of your money, but keep on plugging it, like these little dreadlock buddies are. And then what you're doing is you're getting the referral commissions and extract the referral commissions straight away. Because I'm telling you now, Bitconnect, it is going down, right? Because it is mathematically impossible, even if the price of Bitconnect goes up, for you to put in $100 and in 3 years' time get back $1.3 million. That's just one person at $100. There's 50,000, 100,000 affiliates, and they've put in more than $100, trust me, okay? So what's going to happen now? It's not going to last too much longer after it keeps on compounding. It's going to last probably another while. It's probably going to maybe another 6 months, a year, I don't know. Then it's going to start to crash, right? Because you got compounding, unless they can keep on coming in. Now, here's the problem with Bitconnect, my little friends. Here's the problem. Once you've got a slide happening and you got people that are coming in that are just basically when the mood of Bitcoin Connect starts to shift and people get panicked and they don't realize that, oh fuck, I can't get my money out, you're screwed, right? You need to get out prior, because what happens is you have to change your Bitcoin. This is the whole scheme of how cleverly these bastards put it together. You have to change your Bitcoin or your whatever, which is already Bitcoin. You have to change it to Bitcoin Connect, and then you have to change it to Bitcoin, and then you have to go to fiat or some bullshit. then you got to go back to Bitcoin. It's crazy. Why not just go directly into your, you know what I mean? But here's the thing. You still have to sell that Bitcoin Connect tokens to convert it to Bitcoin, right? So once there's fear in the community and they're realizing that there's not enough money to be paying people, right? Because someone has to buy. For the lending thing to happen, there's going to be new buyers coming in. That's how the scam is evolving. The POS is stalling things, but there has to be new money or Bitcoin coming in, right? So there has to be new buyers coming in, changing the hard-earned Bitcoin for the Bitconnect. But then when you want to cash out, you have to switch that, you know what I mean? There has to be Bitcoin to pay out. So once the settlement of Bitcoin Connect start to realize, and then they realize that the ship is sinking, and they realize, oh shit, I need to cash out, you're going to get 50,000 affiliates trying to cash out at the same time. There's not going to be enough Bitcoin Connect, Bitcoin buyers, right, to pay out the Bitcoin Connect sellers, because there's too many Bitcoin Connect sellers that want to get out, and then you're screwed. So the smart people are cashing out on the commissions, and they're putting as little as possible, and they understand, they know how to play the game like a little friends I've mentioned before, and you know, they know how to play the game. They're the ones that are going to make the most money, but the ones that keep on reinvesting, they're the ones that are going to suffer. Okay, so watch, you know, and look, I think I've said this as diplomatic as possible. I mean, you know, my live streams, I will, if I see what I think is just a blatant scam, I will roast these mothers, all right? And this is what this is, in my opinion, right? Okay. So it's a ticking time bomb, and they're playing a deadly game with people's money, and it's going to crash very soon, based on the examples I've given you, because Bitcoin Connect is gonna, you know, if I'm wrong, I mean, look, if I'm wrong, then these mathematics are wrong. I'll publicly apologize, no problem. But I'm telling you, mathematics does not lie. Okay, I'm telling you, if you're in Bitconnect now, fantastic. Have an honest conversation, make your money, tell people what's up, and get out as soon as you can. Make your money first and get out, because if the longer that this goes, you might be able to cash out. So I'm actually giving you advice, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying that's how you play the game. All right. And I'm going to get a lot of hate from this. I understand that, but I'm just trying to educate these people and try not to be as bit of an arsehole as I can. But I know that. Oh, that is so awesome. Are you serious, Simon? Let me just refresh the page. I need to check my Exodus wallet. You're right, Tommy. That people are getting confused about Bitcoin, Bitconnect, and Bitcoin Cash. What's worse? Bitconnect. You know, I don't like these Chinese miners and what they're doing, but I still back them. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I still got a bit of phlegm in my lungs, in my throat. Okay. Scott says Bitcoin Cash seems to be like a fractional reserve banking, money out of thin air. It's not like Bitcoin lost $8 billion. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. The value of the share, Bitcoin Connect, granted a few people. Bitcoin Connect holders are getting free money. It's all very strange. Hang on. It's all very strange since Bitcoin connects flaws in the banking system. Now flaws in the banking system, crypto world. Yep. Yeah, I'll send this info to you, Sid. Again, you know, it's just mining. Okay, if you're not into mining, then I wouldn't recommend it. Hey Jonathan, how you going? Hey Michael, Tommy, Gary. That's so awesome, Scott. I'll probably, actually, I've got my, no, I haven't got my Exodus wallet open now. So yeah, look, that's my opinion. I don't care if what you guys think. If you're on Bitcoin Connect and you hate me for this video, right? You can hate me for this video what you want. You can unsubscribe to my channel, whatever. I don't care. But I'm just telling you the truth, right? I'm telling you, make your money, dude, and get out. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you advice, because mathematics is mathematics, dude. Right? Go and this is an awesome video. This is by this guy who is a Bitcoin Connect affiliate, and he breaks down the numbers to the T, and mathematics does not lie. Okay, so you probably got maybe another 6 months, if that. The compounding is just compounding like a more and more. So if you were a Bitconnect person, I would, and the Dreadlock brothers are smart. They know how to play this game. They've already made their thousands and hundreds or tens and thousands. But if you're a little affiliate, I would try to make your money as fast as possible, and then start withdrawing out a little bit by little bit, because once the settlement reaches that there's not enough buyers coming in for Bitconnect to pay out the people that want to pay out into BTC, and there's a bottleneck of not enough buyers, people are going to panic. Once the fear through the Bitcoin Connect community, it hasn't happened yet, but once it gets around, they're going to panic and they're going to go, I'm selling. And then you get these people saying, no, hold, but then they'll sell. This is sort of stuff. But look, at the end of the day, and I'm not being a hater by saying you this, I'm telling you straight, shooting from the hip. Okay, number 13, Bitconnect, is a platform like all these other platforms here. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, it has its agendas. Ripple, Litecoin, they're all standalone. They're all got their development teams. They're all a community that is passionate about. There's no referral links, right? It's a community passionate about growing the project and making sure something like Dash succeeds, making sure something like IOTA succeeds. There's offline events everywhere. Stratus, backed by Microsoft. EOS, probably the biggest thing to Ethereum rival. NEM, multiple countries, high speed payment. Litecoin, Silver to Bitcoin, Charlie Lee, no relation to Bruce Lee. You got Ripple, which have now got some competitors. You got Swift up their ass. High volume, high volume supply, but still, 17 cents. We all know about Ethereum. These are all standalone. Neo, this is going to be the next. If they can tackle scalability issues, and they can process, more than 10,000 transactions per second. That's the bottleneck with Ethereum now. Ethereum, in my opinion, is screwed. That's just it, plain and simple. Ethereum, it's just not fast enough. Within the community, just ourselves, it can't even handle it. Every time an ICO launches, it's like, the system goes down. 1 hour transactions time is ludicrous. It's not acceptable. This is just within our community. What happens when it goes mainstream? More and more ICOs launch. They're running on the Ethereum. They're running Ethereum tokens on the Ethereum platform. What's going to happen? It's going to bottleneck. It cannot handle the speed. Ethereum is. I'm sorry. What's his name? It'll come to me. But I'm sorry, mate. You're a smart kid, but it's just not fast enough. Okay. Hope they solve it. Okay. Bitcoin's sort of bandaged it up. But anyway, going back to number 13, Bitcoin Connect. What is this built on? What is this built on? It's not built on all the other things I just described. It's built on one thing only, and it's built on greed. That is what it's built on. This Bitconnect is built on greed, and it's going to go down. All right. So just make your money now. Happy days. Okay. End of story. I'm trying to help you guys make some money here, and getting in, making money, get it, and no more. Zip. Okay. Let's go. Hey, E82. Hey, Coldplay. Yeah, no worries, mate. If it doesn't fold in 6 months' time, yeah, I'll make why I'll make a video and I'll say it hasn't folded in 6 months' time. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that. Just remind me. Yeah, you haven't listened to a single word I've said. Why Arctic? Take it from a perspective. Take it from someone that has done a review inside Bitconnect, and I took out his key points, which have never these key points that he's discussed as of I'm not even in Bitconnect, and they marry up perfectly to what I said. All right, so take it from an objective. Take it from a try to remove yourself from the money, and don't be just a greedy bastard. Right? Try to remove yourself from, if you can, look at from the perspective that you're looking from the ceiling, and thinking, okay, I've got money in this, but just listen to the words that I just told you, right? That mathematically, say that 20 times. Mathematically, it's not sustainable. All right? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Yeah, there's no issues now, but mathematically, it's not sustainable. And you're going to run into issues, my friend, because mathematics doesn't lie. All right? So take it from a perspective that you're looking at from that I'm not the guy that's trying to hate on you. I'm just trying to give you a different perspective, and because of your closed-mindedness, because you've got invested interest in the program, that you're not listening to the words that I'm saying. I'm trying to help you to tell you that it's going great now. Take your money and get the F out before it crashes. Because mathematically, it is going to stop very soon, my friend. Okay? I'm trying to help you guys. Okay? I'm trying to help you guys. You see it or not, that's up to you. If you don't understand mathematics, then I guess you're just stupid. But I don't hold that against you. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Coldplay. The reason why they're locking it up is because of exactly what I said. To lock up the supply. They're pumping it. They're pumping the coin, dude. They're pumping the coin by telling everyone to join and swap their BTC to lock up, to make less volume. They're very smart, right? So it increases the value. But then once people realize that it's just a HYP scam, I'm answering questions. I said I was going to say any more, and then I'm like answering your questions, and I have to answer the questions, and I'm going to talk about Bitconnecting again. Okay? That's it. I'm just saying. Just make your money now. Awesome. Have an awesome time, and then get the F out. There's so many other programs. If you're into programs and building MLMs, I'm done with that. I've got a couple of beer programs, but I'm done. I am done with that shit. Right? I can make money so many different ways. ICOs, trading. I'm getting heavily into mining. Mining like Genesis mining where it's hands-free, and mining like Gigawatt where it's hands-free. Right? Gigawatt, I own the machines. Genesis just runs on a cloud, or just, I've already got a big account with them. So I'm happy with them. I'm going to continue to build them. You know what I mean? So I just want hands-free shit where I don't have to touch stuff. And then I can still, and there's a couple other things I'm looking at doing as well. All right? But honestly, I don't need programs anymore. I should be leveraging my social media to get people into my program. It's like, hey man, join my link. Here's my link to get my little pissy little 5% commission. Like, make more money than that. I don't need to, you know what I mean? I love programs, but what I hate about programs is it's just based on greed. It's like, you join my program, I'm not going to talk to you. This is the sort of people that we have in this space. It's just help people, give value, make live streams, do that long enough for what? How many years have I been doing it now? Okay, and every now and again pitch, but you have the right to pitch. If you put enough value out there, you have the right to pitch. How many YouTube videos have I got? 400 and nearly 500 videos, and I probably got about another 500 videos that I didn't post, which didn't make the cut, but I still created them. And then I've got at least 550 videos on Facebook, at least 350 live streams, and at least probably 1,000 other videos which I didn't cut over the last 2-3 years. So no one can ever question whether I've given out value or not. No one can ever question that, all right? You guys can hate me, do what you want, but no one can ever question that I've not given out value to people. And you know, it used to bother me, but now I just don't care, you know, because I just block them. That's how I deal with people now. If you're going to hate on me, I'm not even getting referral commissions for this shit. Block. Done. You're out of here. You're never going to annoy me again. Jonathan says, GM all the way. Absolutely, my friend. Gary says, is Craig Grant one of your dreadlock bros? He's not one of my bros, mate. Put it that way. Okay, I'll just leave it to that. He's not one of my bros. I think the guy I think he's a good guy. He's just trying to make it, like anyone else, you know. He has a family, and you know, I think he's a good guy. But I don't like his little buddy. But you know, they're just trying to make it. I just think once you start doing these programs, it starts to, you know, it changes you, and I think that's the thing. He's a smart dude. He's leveraging his social media, and he puts the work in. So I have a lot of respect for what he does. I just don't like Bitconnect. I just think, I don't know, you know, but I respect the guy a lot, because he's a hard worker. He does live streams, and he puts in the work, man. And you need to take it, even just because you don't like what he's promoting, doesn't mean you don't respect him, because I do respect what he does, because he's everything that what you should be doing, he does. He does constant videos. He talks about his life. He plugs his program, right? He gets a lot of people to join, and that's exactly what you got to do. So, from a sense of a marketing point of view, yes, he's awesome. What he promotes, I don't agree with what he promotes, but I still respect him a lot. You know, I've never met the guy, but he puts in the work, man, and I give him that. I don't like his little buddy, but you know, again, his little buddy, they've all got their thing going, you know. So they put in the work, though. There's no denying that. They put in the work. They deserve respect. Yeah, look, other than that, guys, I didn't want this to be a Bitconnect bash. I just want you guys to know what's really going on, and even if you're in Bitconnect, all right, and just watch this video by, I'll post it now. It's an awesome video. Coming from someone that's in the video, in the actual program. He's getting major commissions, dude. Major commissions, Gary. He's playing the game, man. You know? And you can't sort of knock him for that. You can't really knock him for that. You know, he's playing the game. He knows how to play the game, and he's playing the game, and he's cashing in. But it's going to get to a point. Watch this video and you'll understand what I'm talking about. And same with our little buddy over here, which is let's say your little YouTube buddy, YTAR CACK. watch this video, mate. All right, and then hopefully you get some more insights without being, just have a different perspective on it. Dude, coal plague. Watch the video and you'll see that yes, if you put $100 in your compound for 5 years, you'll be making $12 million a day. Watch the video, dude. The numbers are there. He does it. He's a lot smarter than me, numbers wise. He's smart cat, this guy. So it tells you, plain and simple, it's just not mathematically possible. Watch the video again, Chiri. Watch the video on Bitconnect. All right, and you'll understand the numbers, and then the best way to play it, Cherry, is just siphon the money out, or I'm telling you now, get referrals and get your 7% on your first level, 3% on your second level, and 1% on the third level. That's what our little dreadlock buddies are doing. They're cashing out. So they're playing the game, man. You can't knock them for that. I'm not, So, guys, I'm kind of excited as well because I can do my live streams now and not have, like, I still have my stuff that I promote. Like, I've got a couple of beer programs, but I don't know how long they're going to go for. But because as I've said many times, these programs don't last. Okay, they stop paying you. So they may go for another couple more months, and that's it. They're going to die. All right, plain and simple. But other than that, I mean, when I'm plugging Genesis Mining, everyone knows Genesis Mining is a freaking legit operations. They got to beef up their security. Hell yeah, because someone came in and stole some of their Dash, Bitcoin, or Ethereum, or whatever it was. But they're gonna survive. They'll survive. All right. So everyone knows about Genesis Mining. Even our little dreadlock buddy. I'm thanking him. Trevor James, he went to Iceland. Right. So there's proof. I already knew there was a legit, but there's proof that he went to Genesis. The guys over at SGG, the owner of SGG, Swiss Gold Global, went to Genesis, did a video. There's many people that have went to Genesis Mining and seen the operations. So it's a legit operations, right? So I have, I'm so happy that I can actually promote something that I believe in, that's 100% legit, if you know what I mean. So I have when I promote Genesis Mining and I get a lot of referrals through Genesis, I get a lot of referral commissions and hash power through Genesis Mining, I'm like sleeping like a baby at night. I've got nothing, no conscience at all. Because I know that what I'm referring to is a real honest business, And I sleep like a baby. Every time I roll over, I'm like, damn, more hash power. One guy bought 26,000 terahash of power through my link use my promo code twice. He did it twice. So, and I'm not even a big affiliate. There's one guy on YouTube that has promoted Genesis Mining and collected, referred $2 million in sales. I've only referred to I think to 280,000. So I've still got a long ways to go. So there's a little bit there as Genesis Mining, but it's something that you can confidently promote, right? It's not a freaking scam. So look, guys, that's it. I don't know, Scott. I don't know I think. I don't know. I don't know the details on the hacker. What they stole. There's rumors going around. It could have been Ethereum or Dash. I haven't received much Dash at all, so it could be Dash. I don't know, but no, obviously, no one's going to know that information unless it's inside Genesis. But even then, it doesn't really matter. right? They fixed the problem. Everyone got paid. There was delays. They'll continue. So, and they'll improve things. So, you know, I don't see it. It's not it's the positive out of it, out of the negative is like they've got to beef up their security and make sure that, because it's a big problem. It's a freaking huge problem, security. You look at the parity hack. For those of you that don't know the parity hack, I think it's the second biggest hack in crypto history. What happened was the multi-sig parity Ether contract, or the Ether parity wallet, was hacked, and the hacker came in and stole $150 million within minutes. And then the guys that, I think the guys that discovered what was happening, whether they were involved with parity or just white hackers, white hat hackers went in and realized that the person was taking out $150 million worth of, and draining all the wallets. So they went in there and drained, like there was no other way to stop it except go in and drain all the other wallets. And they, and I think they took out 180 million, it could be the other way around, but 180 million, they then siphoned and hacked all the existing wallets remaining, right? So then the hacker couldn't take any more money. He'd already taken off with 150 million, holy shit. And then they hacked the remaining, I think they took like 180 million out. They stopped the hacker, and then they refunded the 180 million back to the existing wallets. These white hackers. It made history. Like, that is insanity. So they take their hacking very, very seriously. It's just more than money to being a hacker, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was, just Google parity wallet hack and read the details. Amazing. So that's a big issue in this space. So anyway, guys, I want to stop rabbiting. If you guys haven't got any more questions, I think it was 150 or 180. But this was the multi-sig, one of the versions of the multi-sig of the parity wallet, and that's what the big issue was. So don't use parity. Well, it's a multi-sig wallet anyway, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with Genesis. So anyway, guys, just take it for what it is. I hope you got some value. If you're in Bitconnect, I'm trying to help you people as well, so you know what to do now. And if you're thinking about joining Bitconnect, watch the video, and then if you still want to join, then join. Okay. To our little dreadlock buddies, much respect to them. They work hard. They know how to play the game. They're getting paid with Bitconnect. Fair enough. Okay. But when the shit goes down and Bitconnect stops paying, which is going to happen soon, they're going to have to have a lot of people to answer to. But again, if they would have had some honest conversations from them from the beginning, I think Craig David has said publicly that he thinks it's a scam. So if that's what I'm saying, programs I've promoted in the past, I just tell people, look, this could be a scam, right? So if you just tell people up front, look, this could be a scam, it could take your money. I don't know exactly where they're getting the money from, but I am making money from it. This is how I'm making money, right? If you have that conversation from the get-go before they even join Bitconnect, they can't come back to you and say, oh, you told me to join. No, I told you it could have been a scam, that you should do this, this, and this. They got nothing to come back on you. You can sleep at night, okay? And this is the whole point of when I made my video about, and I keep on talking about it, I know. But if you have an honest conversation with anyone, with anything that you do online from the get-go, right? They got nothing to come back on you. They got nothing to come back on you. You told them up front, right? And this is the whole point. What more people need to do in this space, right? So take it from someone that's been in the space for a long time, and now I'm stepping back from this space. Right? I'm trying to help you guys and tell you, more people need to have more honest conversations instead of thinking about the freaking greedy bastards that you are, right? And just put out more value, and you're automatically going to get people to join your business. automatically by default. It is undeniable, and it's by default. So that's how you win the game in this. You put out value, keep on putting out value, and people automatically join your program. Even when you tell people, I did a video and I told people, do not join this program. It is a scam. And I got more people joining that program. You know why? Because they took my piece of advice and they understood what I was trying to tell them. And I even told them this is how you make money with it. And they're like, you know what? He's right. It's a scam, but I can still make money because I just told them how to make money with it. But I told them to get out first. And they joined. See? If you just have an honest conversation with people, you're going to be better off. And nothing can come back on you because you told them up front. So, guys, with that said, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Appreciate it. I want to do this thing. Yeah, sorry, Craig David. You're right, mate. I'm thinking of the singer, mate. Craig David. He's still around. You know, Craig David. He did. I think he did like a concert in 3 months or 6 months ago, and he's still got it too, man. Would you believe it? Craig David, the singer. He's still got his voice. Yeah, he was huge in the 90s. Yeah, different Craig. Thanks for that, Coldplay. So, excuse me, my voice. So, yeah, I'll get back to the contest in a minute for you guys that did the contest. And I'll answer that and I'll give you the winner to the Litecoin. Actually, you know what? I'll do it live now. All right, just before we close out. No, nothing more about Bitconnect anymore, okay? Let's just go to the video. You had to comment, like, and to whoever got this, okay? I think I had a few people reply. It's still loading the comments. There's 19 comments there. Let's have a look. Well, Mona, you are... Maona, you're exactly right. You are the winner. Maana, sorry. Maana. Yes, it is Gary Coleman. And let me just show you. I will send you Litecoin right now. Yeah, you can't see it because I've already deleted it, but that is Gary Coleman, okay? What you talking about, Willis? Yes, exactly. So you're the first person. Ryan, you were just not quite there, mate. Yeah. So, fantastic. It's always good to give away some money. I'm trying to figure out how to send money. I mean, how to get the I can't get my Exodus wallet on this. Like, it doesn't show. Okay. What I'll have to do is I'll send you some money in a second, all right? Because I've got to switch some money over to Litecoin. So, happy days, Moana, you're the winner. You should get 0.5 of Bitcoin. Just give it about 10 minutes, okay? All right, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next live stream. Have a fantastic day. And please don't take offense to what I'm saying. Just hope you got some value from it, understanding. I'm trying to help you guys, not just hate on you guys, okay? All right, guys, have a great day.